Oh, hey, it's Star Rail. Welcome. I don't know, 29? I don't know, whatever it is. 2 p.m. Gaming, I'm Vendan. We are playing as a redeem stream with English voice acting being redeemed here today. Yeah, we're just going to pick up exactly where we left off. I'm pretty sure. We just talked to big old Clocky there, and now we're talking to the butler here, Avis, or whatever his name is. Well, then I wouldn't hear the story.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles
I wonder...
and proven yourselves. But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's
I want to look at that,
superstar.
Not quite sure if I got the right thing.
In the final stage...
Oh, can we change the...
champion. If you fail,
what is M again? Oh, it's volume.
You will lose the
It's L. Okay.
opportunity to become the festive superstar.
Does this one do the auto talk?
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
cool.
33rd Scorch Sand Festival's 3rd stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, Superstar Showdown.
Oops. It kicked me out of the surf. I think I got what I'm looking for. Okay. I think I'm looking for that. Here we go. Let's continue on. Where are we at, boys? Let's go. Yeah, I'm right there. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Riffs. You are correct, sir. Click the button on the tracks and select the challenge area you would like to go to. Oh, God. What am I doing? I'm picking one of these two. Does it matter which one? Showdown Arena 1 or 2? We'll go to 1. Alright. I have turned the volume off in my own headset. I can't stand it. But it's on autoplay, so it will read the lines without me having to click. So that's cool. And I can see the words on the screen, so.
Extraordinary.
And I know that the music is saxophone, so.
Hello there.
Hey, it's that Rose guy. Yeah. We talked about
Please
this,
wait.
right? We did talk about this. This guy was going to be the guy who
By the glorious
we
light
were
of
fighting
beauty.
him. We fought him on the train once. We got pretty close.
Such
We got pretty
turbulent
close with him.
times. Your kind faces are as spring's gentle breeze, bringing solace to my scorched heart.
Oh.
Are you a knight of beauty?
Oh, is this? Let me check.
Hear ye! The rosy glow of the beauty has rendered you speechless. What an honor. Upon hearing of the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, the cosmos unguarded by the beauty. Disorder prevails. Thus my passage was delayed
Man.
by tending to the sick and injured.
It's been a while since we played this. Besides the March game, besides before that, it took a while to get into this.
And Quad Drive and Teletron,
To get her going
along with
again.
32 other souls in distress, all emerged from their predicaments safe and sound. I then led them all here to revel in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings.
Okay, where we at, boys? Let's see.
Saving world. What a righteous act of beauty! If that's the case. No, that won't do. The rules of the contest are sacred and inviolable, just like the beauty. What would be the noblest choice?
That's right. This magnificent dream is built upon the Stellaron and the countless sacrifices of many people.
Oh, to encounter deeds so vile they stir one's very soul. However, present-day Penacony bears no marks of the Stellaron's taint, and the family has always been renowned for spreading harmony. How can I be sure your words hold truth?
That's a cute screen.
Not wrong. The Knights of Beauty
Wonder if
also
I can
received an invitation from the Watchmaker.
Good thumbnail.
Right?
That's right. But what does this have to do with the Stellaron?
Actually, we've already met the Watchmaker.
It's clear to me now. Evidently, you are traveling in pursuit of the
Every scene
beauty's
with
ideal.
Firefly is a good thumbnail.
Go forth, my dear friend. Beautiful miss. The audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience and offering you the most heartfelt cheers and applause.
Thank you, Knight of Beauty. We don't have much time left. May we meet again. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
All right, what do we got here? Smash. We got some credits. Nice, nice. Some hunger. Some teeth. Teeth falling out. Oh, bunch of red, bunch of blue. Credits galore. Where do you go in talk show?
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival before entering the Grand Theater. I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
Oh, what do you got here? Let's see. What are you doing here? You already worked things out with the Dream Master. All I get are sincere congratulations. Where are my stellar jades? I'll do that. Yeah. Where the fuck are they?
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us.
Dead, actually.
As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But
Firefly's the only one with the good leg things on.
if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous
March has some. I think they're white though.
Masses,
They're not
which
nylons. What are
Penacony would you
they?
prefer? A dystopia
Thigh-high
for the
socks?
survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
She needs some. Main character needs some. She looks awful. Those church shoes. There's nothing wrong with being the fittest. A sweet dream paradise doesn't sound that bad. I don't know. Why are you asking me? Feels like this character. Feels like Stell. Oh.
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better
Oh, Marcia's just got a
suggestion, the crew is
one
more than
thigh
willing
ribbon.
to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Ms. Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
$16. A while ago.
You mean to say,
It's a bird.
longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master.
Robin.
Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I trust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Screen's all oily.
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Shipe?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang. Being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you.
90.
I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Xipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been
I'm getting the idea of what they're doing. It is long. It's good we're doing English because I'm not going to be able to read all this right now. This is lots. You want to talk in terms to stop beating around the bush and get to the point. Give us Mr. Yang back now. It's good that it's
Patience is a virtue.
that it's English
However,
for these very
I'm
long, very long drawn out
On the contrary,
conversations.
I'm here to make
Which
my
I think what they
intentions
should do
clear.
is just make these smaller. You don't have to take away the information, but break them up. Do a little bit of information between two of the characters and then go to a fight or go to a game or something and then come back. But that, they're very, very long
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko.
sentence dumps. And now when I
They're
was
in very
reading this
safe
before,
hands. And just as the family
I'm
has
more
always
into the game
proclaimed,
because I'm understanding what
no
the
one can
character's
be
saying
harmed in
because
the
I'm actually
dreamscape,
reading it.
least of all in the beautiful new world
And it makes you
of
pay
all
attention more
order.
and kind of discover more
Penacony
what's
and the
going on
entire
than either
universe
just
have
listening to it
witnessed far
or
too much innocent
reading it.
The strong wield
I
their
think
blades against the weak, and the
the
victors push the
the
vanquished
benefit of the
brink
English is that
life.
it's being read, so we don't
Natural
have to read it,
selection.
which is good because it doesn't
The world
fuck up
abides
the
by
jaw,
this
which is
principle,
bad right now. That's
establishing the
having a
world
little issue with
of
that, so
humanity
it is better to do
atop
this
the
right now.
corpses of the
Um,
downtrodden. Only we
The downside of it, we're literally almost watching a visual novel.
possess the power to put an end
One
to
that
this farce.
you make choices every 20, 30 minutes,
To resurrect a dead
but there's no interaction, there's no combat, there's nothing.
done such a thing.
I like the combat. I like the
If Miss
skill of
Himiko is
trying to
interested,
win the
Let's
fights.
draw back the
Story's
veil
good, but the
and
story
speak
can't be this long.
candidly.
This is too long.
I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge.
But no matter if you're reading it or you're watching it, some of it's too much, man.
So that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and
to the point that they already made fun of it earlier in the game, that they had a word count that they had to stay within.
Justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
I don't see how anybody could do this in English, though. Like, if this was your thing, say you were...
This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world.
No, I got it on. I can barely hear him. I can hear him. I can see the words. I see what he's doing. I see where the story's going. Type thing, which is cool. It's fine. But again, like see here, now you get a choice, which is fine, right?
Did you do the same to Welt?
I don't mind that, but I wish there was stuff in between a little bit. It's either way, if you're reading it or you're watching it. But if someone say somebody's like a top, like what do you call it, a Star Rail streamer, they're not doing this. Star Rail streamer's not sitting here just watching the game read itself, right? I think they're doing something. They're either doing boss fights or some kind of skill thing, or...
road we once took.
I mean, we're doing story because we want to do story, right? But I don't know, story gets out of control. I don't ever remember it being this long in HI3. They talk pretty quick and then you're off to the action, or they talk while you're doing the action, which is cool. Like you're on a mission and they're talking over top, which is kind of cool.
Predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision.
See, here we go. Now he wants to tell a story about a baby bird. Like, instead of say, he's like, okay, you're here, here's why you're here, right? Make a decision and we'll move on. Or something like, you know what happened in the past was this, blank. And then we move. But he's like, I don't know. It's weird because it's not like a, obviously it's Chinese, it's not Japanese, but it goes into these epic, long story rants, like that if he didn't say this or he didn't talk about this, it would still end on the same note. Like, you could miss all this and you wouldn't miss anything, right? Like, he's going to say one main thing that we need to really know to continue or understand. We don't need to know about, you know, the background of a bird. He's trying to make a point, and I get it, but just make it. It seems much, man. Like you said, it's the wordiest part, right? They gotta have these long parts, and then it gets into the good stuff. But unfortunately, we gotta sit to the brutal, no matter what, man. You know, you gotta know why, because of what he's doing. Exactly, I get it. But again, I think that could be summed up. I think he could do it smaller.
It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside.
This is the most memed
place it
part.
On the shelf by the window.
It's the worst part for the talking, most
adults
memed
to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough,
but I mean, it should be skipped. Like, there should be an option to skip this, and then like, okay, I did this for this, blank.
The tragic part,
you know.
Something that we
in reality, even playing the game, this wouldn't happen. Because if a guy launched, you just kill him. You just take out your sword and you kill him, right? Think of it as like an RPG. You just attack the guy. Yeah.
Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation.
All right. So what choice would we make with the bird? Do we get to pick? Maybe we do.
Stick to the original plan. And build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
Oh, okay. All right. So. Oh, we gotta pick which one. I said the first one. Build a nest on the spot. That's the one I want to do. Yeah.
Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the
They
fledgling.
found the dove. Dove was injured. Nursed it back to health. Didn't know
From what I've
how to
observed,
survive by its own.
there are at least
So the
3
13
predators
random
in
ass
that yard
predators
that prey on
backyard.
small birds.
Killed
The Vossical scorpion, Asdana Wolverine, and the Huntington winged
Fossil
snake.
scorpion, Astana's Wolverine, and the Huntington wind snake.
Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little Charmony dove. A painful death. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now,
Oh, another story
let's
now.
advance to the second
Story number 2.
decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser. This story
Random
happened
ass
when I was appointed
predators.
as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance.
That's funny.
It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance.
It was during that
regret.
time.
The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world.
Goes on the
And I was
rants.
fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them.
Each of them
And
just
that, at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed
Stuffed out by the
those
pig-headed hound.
pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now,
Oh, choice part
I'd
2.
like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will
No.
you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment
one.
arrives? I look forward to everyone's
Left.
decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome.
Make that
of
bitch
this
pay.
Tragedy.
All right, let's go. Me. I am the law. Yes, this is our choice.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to
You've
a
made the
better
choice.
outcome.
Sadly, this choice is wrong.
Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams
Would you
are
choose A or
unorthodox.
B? I choose A.
Not
Well,
flawless
sadly,
like the
A
hotels.
is wrong.
Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream.
Would A not
Should
be
he be
this?
apprehended, Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again
Third and
offer
final
my
decision.
heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision.
This time, we will tell you the story of the giant
And the story
dog.
this time is my own.
The dog was
This
pooping in the yard.
story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. Let me read its contents.
Scrambled eggs or filet
A
mignon?
letter from my sister.
It was a letter
The
from
letter
my
contained
sister.
the usual
She
pleasantries.
had written it with a pen,
anecdotes
not
from
just
her
any
travels.
pen, but a pen she bought
Nothing out of
earlier
the
that
ordinary.
day.
Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote
Do you know who wrote this letter? It was Santa Claus himself.
My sister,
Was.
of course. But why would you
Was.
personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet
Shot her in the
possibly
neck.
as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears
Now you
such
understand
elaborate
why.
neck ornaments.
She
don't
covers her neck. She was shot in the neck.
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise.
One last question, one last choice.
Question. One last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences. Because this is merely a figment of imagination. A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
No. Alright. What do we got here? Stop Robin from going on her journey. Support Robin. Stop her. Wait a minute. We were going left. We were doing left. Now I want to go right. Although. Where's main character? Wait. Oh, you don't get main character. She's too stupid to know. She doesn't know the character well enough. I will talk to you.
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry
Not an answer.
confusion and fear are lucid to me.
Not an answer.
If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled with each Trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow.
You told me no in 4 paragraphs. Like, you told me nothing in 4 paragraphs. All right. I'm going to say no. You don't get to go on your journey. Make the decision. Aha, I see.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's senses. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide
Long
a simple
weekends.
example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds.
I knew it was going to be March.
During rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days.
This guy is doing all this. He's talked for over 40 minutes.
And indeed an infinite procession of
because he
Sundays.
wants the weekend off?
This should be the face of the new world.
He wants to change the calendar? He's a calendarist?
Peaceful days. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world
Peg
of
Anna.
Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest
I will call
of
myself
spirit,
Caesar. I will change the calendar.
living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all
Death.
this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal
Oh, eternal
and
sacrifice, of
eternal
course.
sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking.
This is what I mean. It doesn't really make
Transcending.
any sense. He just talks in
Flesh,
circles, right?
blood, sorrow, weakness.
He believes that when
Physical
people are
is
happy,
the
they're
root of
weak.
spiritual suffering.
So he wants order
It is only logical that we defeat it.
that make the strong protect the weak. But then
in
the
this
strong could just
supposed bliss,
stick the knife in the back of the
people won't
weak
have defeated their
the
demons.
second they know they're weak
The
and
chance to
unprotected.
overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
Happiness is
That's
bad.
another
I'm going
way
to
of
make order.
understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for why life slumbers, it is because we are afraid to awaken.
You know, we just came
from
to a
our
hotel,
dreams.
like a dream hotel for like
This
a
is not in
break,
conflict
for like a
with the grand
vacation.
plan.
And this guy here wants to
acknowledge
establish
this.
order. It's like,
Can
man, we
truly
want to go to the
understand
carnival
the frailty of human
and
nature,
play a little game machine.
and from there,
You know?
show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not,
Yeah, it's a whole free
It's
choice
not
versus a
up
guy
to
who wants to
another to
dominate,
decide.
right? The dictator and the free will
perhaps in
people.
your mind,
Same old story.
you also view me as weak. Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you, just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell
He
him
dies.
your
That's the choice. Me? Hang him. He's the bad guy. Not long ago.
What
Oh no.
is
Oh,
this
even
place?
worse.
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
We gotta listen to Pinocchio
know.
here for an hour.
But I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery.
You're not a doorman, you're a bellboy.
You know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
I wonder if it's like the voice actress fucked up and said the wrong thing, so they put the note in there in the captions to tell you what it was supposed to be said.
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
All right, so I would think it looks familiar.
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
Well, that's the whole point. That's why they believe it, right? Is that they were told it.
Doors all over the place.
Thought they were taught to believe it, then they believe it, and then
Do you have an idea, Misha?
still makes it the bad guy.
I guess maybe this way?
Even though he's not inherently bad, his way is bad, and he must die. So we must stop him.
I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire.
Clocky loved fire.
Listening to the
He liked
crackling
burning things.
firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see
Why
if
do
you
we
can
care what
recall
Pinocchio
anything more?
thinks?
Yeah. Then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned. I heard some noises from the room.
Origami bird.
Origami bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Clocky and I.
It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami bird. They are a big family.
Oh, he's
with
racist.
lots
He's
of
saying
brothers and
all
sisters
the
who look the
origami
same.
birds look the same.
They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there's
Clocky's a sailor.
Clocky will use a compass and guide
Did
the
you
ship in
know
the right
that?
direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember
Clocky wants to make a new world order.
Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
So,
Where's Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect
Did
the
he leave to
Dreamville?
protect
I will
Dreamville?
protect it from harm. Protecting Dreamville. What's way over here? Just like they did with Clocky. This is an origami bird I made for you. Let's go to Clocky's room. It's probably a trash heap.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker.
That's
But-
funny.
Mikhail.
Anything special about that name?
Clocky is friends with Sailor Moon. He's also a
Mikhail
sailor. He's Sailor
is-
Clocky.
Is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean
I'm a
you're
real
the
boy.
Watchmaker's grandson?
We haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure.
See, in the other game,
He was a seafarer who
HI3.
fearlessly ventured
I'm
into
jumping around a million miles an
mysterious
hour.
seas
We're
and
shooting.
storms.
We're shooting guns.
He
Blah,
was
blah, blah. We're
always
doing
on the sea,
ultimates. We're
had
just
lots of
diving
friends
and
who
flipping.
accompanied him on his
In this one,
travels.
we're talking to Pinocchio.
He didn't
about
want
being
me
a
to
sailor.
call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly
It was a
and
clock
Elise,
on a ship.
both renowned seafarers. Every
Ba-
time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
Yeah, where's your
He
grandpa
went off
now?
on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him. I think
Okay.
I hear the
All right.
sound of water.
The sound of someone peeing.
You
Let's
once
go.
mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is.
The water resembles a precious jewel embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
Shut up, March. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't tease. I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has
It seems like all of this bullshit we just did has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain.
Quit telling us about the fountain.
Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
It will be revealed in time. The watchmaker himself loved fountains. He was an avid peer.
I wish to share your burden.
He would often say, I pee like a fountain.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No. We should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about...
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Hey, it feels different in here. It's no fountain.
Clocky!
That's Clocky himself.
Yeah. This is the room where we first met.
Why is he gyrating so much?
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world.
It feels not damp in
Our
here.
world as a fountain.
Stop talking about a fountain.
At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived. To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train.
No, you're not going. You're not allowed. We don't want you anywhere near that train.
Take me along.
You stay right there.
He said the journey I had always dreamed of.
You got a job to do.
Would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then,
Fucking
it
Clocky.
was as if
Ugh.
the distant sound of a train whistle.
echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha. And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Be on the train sitting next to you. Talking about fountains every warp. Oh, you probably would. Look at those graffiti all over the damn walls. Oh, do I have to go to the clockman?
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth. Let's get to the other side and investigate.
Oh, that was it? I had to wait till I found a puzzle piece? Okay. That's cool, I guess. Whatever. Oh, it was the vagina painting all along. I knew it. Why are so many fingers in her? Oh, that was violent.
This is my room of clocks.
This is my room of clocks.
I spent my
Better
time
than my
waiting
room
for
of
Grandpa
clocks.
to return from his voyage. Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears. Out of my fondness for
Clocky,
precision
Miss
mechanics.
Mirror, and Mr. Pencil, and Dr. Plant, and
I was the captain of the
Senor
compass,
Dirt, and
embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss
Amigo
Mirror,
Wallpaper.
in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like
You remembered everything now. We can kill you.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Yeah, there's the line of the year right there. This is here. Let's take a picture. This is like the description of March. If you had to explain March, why does everybody else know something I don't? That's who she is. You're the only one still in the dark, March.
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could
Mentioned a clocky.
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky.
I can't see this clocky.
And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
March can be dumb but cute.
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see
What is Clocky doing
too,
down there in
right?
the corner? Wait a minute, is that
They even
appropriate?
grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's
Misha,
the mystery,
no.
March. Now take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Clocky, stop.
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clutch.
Ah.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...?
Just call him Bellboy, who cares?
For helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please
Call him
allow
dumb
me to
character nobody
reintroduce
wants.
myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes.
I like the stupider name.
Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer,
Doesn't make any sense.
you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the
No, he's
Watchmaker
not.
himself?
Some stupid kid.
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life.
Yeah, he's dead. This is
As
just
for
some
the
dummy.
child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream.
Future
Friend
mechanic.
of
This guy
Clocky.
can't even open a door.
A young apprentice.
It's a terrible bellboy.
Future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey. Devoted to
Nah, not for you, bud. Back to the door
At the
job.
end of the journey,
I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's
There's
why
that
he's
bellboy
taken
doorman
appeared
again.
as a hotel doorman in her dreams from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my
This guy's got
contribution
nothing we
to
want.
Stellaron and my wealth.
He's trying to introduce himself as on to our thing. It's like, no, bud. Stay right there.
As for my wealth, however, it's
He has no money. He's
This
broke.
rumor.
He's just a bum.
I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting.
He's got no possessions.
So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a
Or
legacy,
maybe we could burn him in the engine's
I
furnace.
suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story.
Oh, no more stories. No, just give me the gifts.
I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey.
Yeah, whatever. Give me your watch.
Naive child
Fine.
forward.
It's probably worthless.
And has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too.
I don't want that stupid hat. No, we don't want your Shriner hat.
Placed it on my head and planted a fanciful
Throw
thought.
that out of the train window. First chance you get.
Trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice.
Choice is easy. You don't come along, dummy.
Open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
Oh, he's not even real. All right, there you go.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision.
Okay.
Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
I object.
Oh, come on. Stop joking at a moment like this. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
He's not alive, lives in a dream bubble. He's the memories
In
of
that
our
case,
friend.
the vote stands at 2-1. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream.
No, let's
and
not go tell
Mikhail
him
our
anything.
decision.
Who cares about this guy? Let's move on. He's got a broken watch and a shitty hat we don't care about. Let's just get out of here. Alright. Wee. Okay. It's not that hat. Oh, he's got a better hat? So he got the beanie with the little helicopter? Go psh.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Oh.
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for
Oh,
you.
he's gonna give me a fedora?
Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me?
Is the fedora magical? I don't remember. I thought she just tips it off her head.
Start
I
your
don't think... Is the hat magic? I didn't think it was.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
So much shit on the
first tell me,
floor.
did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so there would be a way to fix the rest.
Fix the train, fix the train.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor,
You're a mechanic now.
But I only know how to fix watches.
You're a shitty mechanic.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan. I see. This place reminds you of home.
Governor Grandhome.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student.
I don't want his hat. It's probably got lice in it.
I suppose the time has come.
His greasy head.
Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip.
I'm going on a trip to the store to get milk.
Interstellar frontier.
I'll be back
I'm
never.
the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next.
If I die, you're the Watchmaker. You're fucked.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I mean,
Why is he a hero? Because he makes watches?
You're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Esdonna. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember.
Dream milk.
Make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Well, he didn't do jack shit on that train, did he?
Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Is that Professor Xavier on the right?
Write it down? Why?
So I won't forget.
So he just kind of drove around on the train, fucked around. And then he's like, you know what? I'll just die here in space or something. Suck me out of the train into the vacuum of space. We'll put new people in there. We'll make Pinocchio the next watchmaker. But he's not really a watchmaker. He's just a dumb doorbell kid. He can fix watches, but he can't fix anything else.
Pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
And his best friend's an imaginary clock.
But what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it.
Makes sense.
I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
He has no hair.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass.
Oh, Xavier. Wait a minute. Who has no hair? Okay, I get it.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass.
That wasn't a watch at all. It was a compass. I was reading the fucking thing wrong. I was wondering why it was always 12 o'clock noon. It was just pointing north.
And the watchmaker is just a nameless.
Oh, don't tell me I play as a stupid kid.
So,
I do.
where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't
Oh, and he's in walk mode. No. Is it? Did I do that, or is that the? Did I do that? Oh shit! Go faster.
Please wait a sec. Please wait a sec. Please wait a sec. Yeah.
Oh, he even has a broom. Oh, it's awful. I'm gonna sweep up the world.
I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No. I'll stay here.
Uh-oh, he's gonna murder Clocky. This is where it ends.
This is where it ends.
This is...
Pulls out gun. Unlives.
What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird.
He just likes clocks. What?
We can just
This minute.
do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
Oh, 7,
No,
Misha.
I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork,
Thank you for the cheers.
yeah,
Good, sir.
it resolves all problems in
7,
mystery.
Misha.
So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
Not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone
I
goes
must now
through
go back to my home
moments of
planet.
uncertainty and
Wait,
hesitation.
Misha was from outer
Eventually,
space?
They
I
gather
guess
the
so.
courage to make
Misha's
bold
dead!
decisions.
Yay!
It's calming, happy, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others.
I wish you could take him out of the game as a playable character. That'd be cool. They would
Such is
erase
the
him.
essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze.
Nobody's gonna play his character.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward,
just like your hands.
Dead
Always
old man.
pointing ahead.
Or he's not
This
on
is where
Penacon.
my journey
Or he's not on whatever.
From now
Where was the
on,
place he was helping?
it is your
And that's how you unlocked a lice-filled hat. Okay.
Trailblazing
Get that.
means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further.
You took a hat off a dying man
The
that was on his
Penaconian
greasy,
Mikhail's
dirty head,
dreams
and you're gonna wear
does
it
not
for
belong
what
to
reason?
order.
Who's this elf? Puzzle elf. What? 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 Puzzle elf?
I can't.
This guy's still around?
Leon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or
Wait, did that happen in the
is
past?
so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
How come I'm not wearing the hat now in this picture?
Another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If
Why did I
that's
wear
the
his hat?
case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival.
This is like a bat
And, of course,
man thing? He's
you
gonna
won't be in the
put us on the
audience,
stage?
but
Kill
on
us?
center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage.
You know what would be cool? If instead of the playable character, Mika or whatever his name is, why don't they have him as the old fat man dead in a chair, and you can play him like that. Tread on a brand new path, Harmony. I don't understand. I don't get it. A kid turns into an old man and dies. We steal his hat. A puzzle elf appears. And we chose Harmony over order. That part I get. I don't get the hat thing. It's not like we played a whole game and this one character was portrayed to us as this jolly fat man who wore a special hat. And then, you know, he died and we got his special hat. It wasn't portrayed that way. Who's this dog? At the bottom, who's this dog right here? Very well-behaved dog in a collar and a tie. Interesting. You were gazed upon by the god of harmony. This is what it was unlocked in the actual story. Yes, the dog is Bloodhound. Represents someone. Oh, that's Gallagher, isn't it? Or something like that. So this is how you unlock Harmony. I get the idea that you chose Harmony over Order to tell Sunday to fuck off. I don't, though. Anyway. Nissan Dorma. The new Nissan Dorma. Ooh, maybe we'll get to drive around in that. Let's double check something here. Let's see, boys. All right, eager for battle. What do we get? Defeat 60 enemies. That's weird that was just there. I don't remember doing that. Make peace with the Penacony's custodian. Yeah. Well, he kind of turned into an old man and died, so I guess that's making peace. What do we got here? Tread on the path of harmony. That one makes sense. That's a good one. Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. Characters. Something is unlocked in character. Oh, I got the Edelon. The Edelon here. Where's our main character? There she is. So we have to be... oh, okay. Best seat in the house. After using a skill for the first time, immediately recover one skill point.
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
Is she in harmony right now? Oh, she is in harmony right now. Okay. That makes sense. This is still full because I don't think I went through everything, correct? Yeah. Okay. And what was in Warp that I missed? Oh, I just didn't check out the stuff. Okay. Oh, we got 400 jades. We can buy something. All right, there we go. Yeah, how many passes we got now? 76. We're good when something interesting comes up. Okay. All right. That was the proper unlock before they give it early. Get this to the dog. Okay. So, was she, I don't remember. Was she? No, couldn't have been. Was she? She wasn't on the banner. How do you get her other Eidolons? Do you have to? You don't pull for her, do you? Are they story unlocks? It must be. Natural ending point. Okay, we're getting there. Item obtained, Walk of Fame. So, okay, I get it then. Okay, so the whole thing is that Sunday's basically order. The watchmaker is Harmony. We chose Harmony. Oh, am I supposed to talk? I must talk to them to do the... Let's talk to Firefly.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony festival?
Yeah, he wants to fight. No, yeah, of course he does. That's what he means by on stage.
This is weird. Aren't
Arch-villain, there you go. See? He's a villain.
But he actually said something like, in all fairness. Could it be that he's underestimating us?
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right.
Yeah, so see, he's trying to push the Order, and we're trying to push Harmony.
A desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome
he's a bad guy.
He wins fair and square.
He's misguided bad guy, but he's a bad guy.
He'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
All right, so obviously if we defeat him, he becomes good because he's a playable character. If he doesn't, and he's dead, that's stupid because he's a playable character. Why would you play the... It doesn't make sense. I don't think so. Evil is so nice. I flex too hard with my swag. We'll say we won't back down.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction. So if all
March. The Order's not a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail and his predecessor's long-cherished wishes.
Unless, well, we'll see. Maybe he becomes a good guy.
Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
Probably dies.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. A desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle.
Thinking about that stupid thing. Puzzle elf. I know it's the thing, but still. It's like, I'm Harmony.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
What was one, Robin?
Was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you.
Oh, yeah, okay. When she was impaled? Right.
By achieving
Okay.
victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death.
Oh, she has to leave? No, it's inside. They were talking about 3 deaths inside Penacony, right?
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death. Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do
Oh, it's if the Order wins.
to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
What was her second death?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
So she's some agent. She gets put in.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
There was some conspiracy thing
Be
which
it
got her to
answers.
die by accident in the first one.
Or salvation.
Second one, she has to escape. Third one isn't really anything. She meant if the Order wins, then they all lose.
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
While I want to live, I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cow.
So why can't she leave the
It changed to
Penacony
Stellar
Dream?
Hunter.
Why does she have to? Do you have to kill yourself to exit?
It
You can't just
bear the
get
name
out.
Firefly.
What do you mean by get?
And
Get
all the brilliance she showed at the end
get-
of her life.
Get Black Swan and Archon. I don't get it.
Quite unexpected, old man.
Who would have thought your crazy plan?
Okay, so she has to do that. She has to play the system to get out.
Do all
Okay,
you
no
nameless
problem. That's
fools just
fine.
act on a whim?
So she's out, and then she wants to
can sense
get.
this
What is that?
false, sweet
Oh,
dream
the old
is
dead
coming
fat
to an
man.
end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability
Just to get
achieve
Black
this
Swan and
goal.
Archon. Get them what? Like
Just
to
like
help
you
her,
did
or she
your
wants
time.
revenge on her?
It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what.
Oh, to get them out. Okay, so she finds a way out.
fate
So
is
that's her second death, is to get escape, and then
you
she
weren't
wakes
bound by
everybody
those
up
cursed
to get
paths,
them out. And then we're just talking about if Sunday
we could have had
wins,
some good talks.
they all lose, kind
But
of
in
thing.
the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots
Obviously,
cursed
we're
us?
going to beat Sunday.
They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye.
Huh?
To the imperfect tomorrow.
How the other chapters say? Gallagher, 07 Gallagher.
It's warm here.
What? I missed that.
You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain. Let alone fresh berries in this.
Well, Misha transformed into the old man who is dead. What? How'd Gallagher die?
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously?
Oh, he was just a memory of Gallagher because the actual Gallagher knew the Watchmaker when they were both younger people. So the Watchmaker's dead of old age, Gallagher's dead of old age.
It becomes extremely spicy.
But yet he's playable. Outside of Penacony. Because the game continues.
Lost your sense of taste?
You can play a memory of a former person.
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness.
And
Before
Archon's
coming
eating
here, I
berries in
saw
a cave.
fireplace
Okay.
cliffs and nights lit by bonfires.
Interesting.
Burgundy snow would
Very
fall from
cool.
the sky, and when it lands
See
on my
there.
tongue, it
He's the
tasted like
dog,
raspberries.
Precipice. I make it a long picture. Ah.
The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize
I question their choices on playable
tying
characters,
everything
however.
together
Either A, those
isn't the
characters
big
should be
event,
restricted to this part of the game
rather
only,
these small
or those
yet
characters shouldn't
unforgettable
exist as
moments.
playable characters.
Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost
The only
myself.
thing I know about HI3 is that they're all Hershers.
Well, congratulations on adding...
Basically, there are a bunch of girls named Valkyries that go to a high school and get trained to be fighting units to battle the Honkai, which nobody knows what the Honkai are. They're just a mystical enemy, an anime enemy. So then the Honkai actually win and affect everybody, or affect the girls. But the girls somehow overcome that, harness the power of their enemy, the Honkai, and become Hershers of various things, such as the Void and things like that. Use the Honkai power, the evil power, to actually battle back the Honkai.
So, what happened?
Which there's been no Honkai in this entire Star Rail game, which is interesting, as far as I can think.
My condolences.
Condolences. The girl left with a smile.
Archon might be a character from HI3. I don't know yet. I didn't see her, obviously.
So?
She's got to be a Hersher or something.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Oh, she eats peach. She's
or
into girls.
Perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you feel?
Oh yeah, because she likes Black Swan.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing.
Kiana can't taste spicy. May can't taste sweet.
I
Oh,
fear
really? Is that because they become Hershers?
Will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint warm...
They're infected with the Honkai virus? Or whatever the hell the virus was called.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth.
Yeah, Hersher core. Okay.
Red
all right.
color.
I like that one thing they stuck in that girl's leg and then fucked her up, made her into the enemy.
I've experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to my people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire.
I wonder if they use those
blooming
words in this
flower,
game.
The berries in this cave, and life itself.
Do they refer to the Hershers? Or the Valkyries?
In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence.
They also
And on
call,
the other
what do they
side,
call quantum?
I
Is that what Nithili is?
Cut off nihility.
They don't call it quantum in HI3.
The one blessed
Oh,
by
keep going
the
for that answer,
sleeping
eh?
and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water,
Oh, it's quanta. Is that what they say in the other one?
only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that I'm still alive.
Sea of quanta.
Ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed.
So is she a Jedi now in this robe?
Down, the sky will clear up.
4 hours until the Charmony festival.
Have you
Ankaron.
heard of a planet named Biari Scamandra?
What the fuck? Byrarni
It's one of the
Scasmodosis?
paradises under the influence of the Harmony, a sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu major and minor systems.
Forgot about the cowboy. Totally forgot.
Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the watchmakers.
Or to be revealed next stream. Ooh, okay, now it's getting good. I will say, part of the stream was dog shit, where Sunday and fucking his sister were gabbing on forever. After that, it got good.
Unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't.
After you get the hat, it gets better. The hat is the entire fucking point of the game.
The path in Panaconia.
You get an old dead fat man's hat, and the game changes. Apparently, I think it has nothing to do with the hat. I think the hat's stupid. I think it's harmony is what you're getting. I think you're getting blessed by harmony, the goddess of harmony, to help destroy orders where we're trying to get to and make things more
and it eventually
thrilling.
evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war.
Yeah, the propaganda of the order.
And the order.
We're gonna go destroy them in the name of the harmony.
Is related to a certain eon.
Yeah, represented by the hat.
Shibe, the harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Panaconia. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky?
I thought you said I could talk to the clock.
Hiding within the family,
you're in the favorite part of the game?
Resurrect a fallen eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
We've got to be careful because we had a fun time in the beginning, and then we went into the sky world with the Foxians, and it's like, oh, this whole part of the game is dog shit, and it was hours and hours and hours and hours and days and days and days.
Will start
and it's like, okay, you're going to the next part of the game. Okay, what's the next part of the game?
I need to confirm
Panaconia.
no matter what.
But half of it's dog shit. It's going to be days and days and days and days. Now it gets good again.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
I wonder how the game did survive at a certain time, why people didn't abandon it when it was really bad.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Combat's fun. I like combat. But I mean, if you were someone who played this game on your own and you're like just playing it and you're like, oh my god, it's been 4 hours and it's going in circles and there's too much talking, you just quit.
The Nameless is quite the diplomat.
You wouldn't know it was going to get better, right? It got better with patches and different writers and stuff. You don't know. I mean, people would have quit. Whatever. Maybe they heard it got better and they came back. I don't know.
This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
Is it funny that a raven's talking about a robin?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
Not true, you fool.
She was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival in our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she
putting
doesn't want
himself in there, eh?
Order, so I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course.
Yeah, the death fake-outs are absolutely stupid and useless, aren't they? Because it's like, oh, Robin was dead, and it was just part of writing for the next patch, right? They're like, we'll kill the character, and then everybody's got to wait for the next patch, but she's not dead because
I have
nothing major.
Question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose?
And then the actual characters, you're right, die,
instead of
and
a
then
city
it's
filled
like,
with hope
oh
and
well, who
dreams?
cares? We already killed and brought back like 20 characters.
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
Yeah, don't keep ending with the same fake. Exactly. It's like they have no plan, right, for the game at all. And they're writing it by the seat of their... Oh, you got squashed. They're writing it by the seat of their pants as they're going. And they're like, okay, well, let's try this. We'll try to get somebody with it. This fake death. We'll make a big deal out of it. And then people will want to stay around and see the next part of the patch.
Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
It's like what's Walking Dead, right? Let's kill the main characters in the franchise right away in season 1, and we'll be edgy.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad, but
Oops, we killed the main characters. That fucks up the story and makes it stupid, and we have no ending written because we ruined the original ending that's supposed to happen.
Eerily quiet. No audience. No
I really don't like playable characters that are dead or not part of the story, because how do you explain them in the game helping the team? Doesn't make any sense. It was a flop.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to talk to the clock?
Hey, that's not what we should be concerned about.
Let's
It's the same thing over and over, you're right. Yeah.
Be careful, everyone.
Is this end soon? Oh, okay. Is this where it is? Is this a stopping point? What is that? Oh, it's an enemy. Fuck, I didn't notice that was an enemy. Oh, I can run. How many rounds is this? It's only one round. I'll fight it. We never did a fight. I've been dying to play a fight. It's supposed to be a video game. It's supposed to have a fight in it.
Fight it or rock with it.
We'll give you all these cool characters with these awesome abilities. You can build them and make teams and do these like combos to really kill the enemy. But then we're gonna take 3.5 hours to tell you a story about a fucking bird.
1,000 faces in 1,000 places.
Let me play. Let me kill things. It's video game.
I'll melt you all down.
Oh, it was him all along.
Just for you.
Tricked.
Turn up the volume.
Clouds severing mountains. Don't worry, I'll go easy.
Just kick him.
Play the bad time.
Turn him to ice.
The die is cast.
Did you kill him? Let's go.
Tempered and
Cool. All right, we saw the end of it. Whee! Oh, that's a cool image. Look at that. Oh, we could do Forno mode. Kind of ish type thing. Whoa! How do I zoom in again? Oh, yeah. There we go. Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, great point to stop for the next stream. This part, there are way more fights. Good. This is the end of the massive yap. There's more combat to the end of the next boss. Good. This was fun. The beginning was terrible. It was terrible. But this part was good. The reveal was pretty cool. So we got to the end. And we saw about the Watchmaker and all that. We saw about the God of Harmony, God of Order. We know we're doing a showdown with Sunday. He's going to fight us on stage. That's going to be cool. All right, that'll actually be good. We'll have to see what team is good for him. I would try to have 3 to 4 hours for the next one to finish 2.2. All right, so we got to do a long one, eh? What's today? Saturday? Saturday today, boys. Let's see. Quit eating those things. We're going to go to the login page. Let me put this up, though. I want to put up that just so for the login information here real quick. There it goes. Awesome. So that was cool. I don't know. That was good. I had a good time at the second half. So that was fun. We played 3 hours of it. Played loose term, right? It was all talking, the whole fucking thing. But good idea with the English voice acting for that, because there's no... First of all, I would be in so much pain right now if I read that. If I read that right now, my teeth would be all fucked up, or my tongue would be all cut up. I'd not be able to do another stream anytime soon. Because that'd be way too much talking, way too much dry mouth for that. Holy shit. And we wouldn't have got that far, because I would have been reading it a lot slower, and we wouldn't have got that much stuff through. So good idea on the English voice. Yeah, that's what you want. That's the happiest part. Good idea. That's a good idea. For the basic game, I like the Japanese, but if it's gonna go on, talkie, yeah, let it play, and we'll watch it. Fuck it, right? Cool. That was good. So Mr. Riffs has a very good idea. He's got the 3 in a row. We're calling it 3-day locked in for Star Rail. And we're going to do that. We're going to lock in and play this as the next 3 streams. Hopefully, like if we have a night where we don't have 3 to 4 hours, we'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to do something else. But the idea is to play 3 of these in a row and get the story done. I guess Monday would be the next stream, but I don't know if I can get a 3 to 4 hour. I'll try. If I can't, then we'll have to come back on a Friday or Saturday for the 3 to 4 hours type thing. One way or the other. Evil, you've been cheering all night, good sir, on the deaths. Oh, which one's is it coming up? Let's see. I see it in there. Make it 4. Play a game already streamed. 4 streams. How come the thing didn't come up? But I see it inside. That's funny. 4 streams. It's 4. That's hilarious. No, it didn't come up. 4 streams in a row. Okay. So, well, wait a minute. What's the 4th one, though? Is the 4th one, would it bring us to the end, or would it bring us past the end of the, that way you have max time? Oh, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Oh, okay. So if we can't get a 3 to 4 hour on Monday, we'll do a shorter one, and then we could do a longer one. Either Thursday or Friday. Are you around Saturday? I don't remember. I got to look at Discord for the map. Charmony Dove. Next Saturday night. Okay, so we'd have to do Monday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday for sure we could do it depending on the time. Maybe we'll get a long one. We'll see. Thursday's always iffy. I'm not 100% on Thursdays. Friday can be long. Type thing. If where's that under? It's under general. There, it's under general. Okay, so if we can't do, what's today? 23rd. So we'll do Monday. Aim for Thursday, but maybe not. Friday, and then we'll have to do the 4th. Either the 4th will be beyond that, or if we get the Thursday, then we'll be good. That's funny. Basically. Okay. No, that was cool. That was very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you for all the cheers and all the bits. Thank you for hanging out, watching the whole thing. Yeah, and getting us back on track after a terrible, terrible beginning, but we got back and we enjoyed it. We had a good time. That was fun. I guess it's 1:30 in the morning. Let's call this. Fuck it. Let's call it, boys. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Stream 2 of 4. Hang around for it. See ya.